it's not appropriate to blame the governments that currently hold power in this term for these things. It's been coming for decades, and we never recognized it as a jihad invasion. It's not recognized that way. We find all sorts of ways to obfuscate it. We find all sorts of ways to belittle it, to sideline it, to discuss it in different terms. And so I think the election of Sadiq Khan 2.0 in New York is even that the New Yorkers do not see that the condition that London is in now, they have just triggered by this election.
It seems that a self-declared communist and an anti-Israel candidate has won an election in the heart of the capitalism in a city very, very close to the Jewish community. Should we rename New York the Rotten Apple?
I'm not sure whether there aren't other prior periods when we might have called it that. But lightheartedness aside, I think it's a really tragic phenomenon across the Western world when a population can be so confused about what it disagrees with, about what it dislikes, that it would accept something that is clearly detrimental to their very existence as a protest against something that they merely disagree with. Elections come and go. They in the run of democracy, every 4 years, 5 years, or 6 years, or whatever. And parties come and go, and people disagree and agree, etc., etc. But it's quite a different thing when your country faces, and not only your country, your entire world, your entire civilization faces an existential threat, such as the entire West faces right now. I seldom see the gravity of the current situation appreciated in amongst the wider public. They have complaints about some detailed aspects or some manifestations of what is going on. For example, hundreds of thousands of people invading their country from across the sea in little boats or cutting their way into their borders. Or they see their women and girls can no longer be safe on the street. They get raped left, right, and center. These individual things get them very upset, and quite rightly so. And but there's a bigger picture that they do not see, and they think that their government is responsible, the one who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing since they've elected them, and they see no further than that. It is when an army with tanks and planes, etc., invades a country, it is patently obvious. There's a war that's just started. There's been an invasion, and we are in a situation of war, and we conduct ourselves according to being in a condition of war. But when you do not see tanks and warplanes entering a country, and what you see instead is military-age men in their hundreds of thousands, clearly fit and very, very aggro and ready to do to your society. Oh God, just after 5 minutes?
No, it's fine.
Have I overshot the...
No, It was my cat here.
Oh, okay.
He's not protesting against what you are saying.
Okay,
He's just paying attention and taking notes, so it's fine.
Right, okay. No, I'm saying that clearly we see very horrible things going on in Western Europe, in Germany, in Sweden, in Denmark, in the Netherlands, in the UK, in Ireland, all at the same time, in Italy, and it's not appropriate to blame the governments that currently hold power in this term for these things. It's been coming for decades, and we never recognized it as a jihad invasion. It's not recognized that way. We find all sorts of ways to obfuscate it. We find all sorts of ways to belittle it, to sideline it, to discuss it in different terms. And so I think the election of Sadiq Khan 2.0 in New York is even that the New Yorkers do not see that the condition that London is in now, they have just triggered by this election. And all they can see is that they are against Trump or they are against Netanyahu. Therefore, we vote for Mamdani. But what they have just set in train is exactly what Europe had set in train decades ago. And the groundwork is there. There's everything is in place. And all it needed was this little kingpin. And so the CARE and the Muslim Brotherhood and Sharia all over the place, it's all ready to take off. So I don't see it as an election thing. I see it as a really serious civilizational crisis that has just kicked off.